Hi everyone, hi Professor. My name is Yao Yichen, and this is my kitty. Say hi. And today I will present about the chapter 20. The question is, assume that the current output is more than the natural level of output. In a fixed exchange rate regime, explain the two ways the economy can return to the natural level of output. At first I will explain the aggregate demand and their fixed exchange rate. The aggregate demand relation in an open economy with fixed exchange rate is the formula here, and we can see it. In a closed economy, aggregate demand relation took the same form as above, except for the presence of the real money stock M divided P instead of real exchange rate, EP divided P star. The sign of the effect of the price level on output remains the same, it's very different. In closed economic, the price level affects output through its effect on the real money stock, and in turn, it is effect on the interest rate. In the open economic and their fixed exchange rate, the price level affects output through the effect on the real exchange rate. In this graph, we can see the aggregate demand and the aggregate supply in an open economic and their fixed exchange rate. So at first, we can see the aggregate demand curve. What is between point A and point B? The output will be decreased and the price level will be increased. So the aggregate demand curve is downward sloping, and the aggregate supply curve we can see the point A and point C. The difference between point A and point C is output will be increased and the price level will be increased too. The aggregate supply curve will be the upward sloping. There have two ways the economic return to the natural level of output. The first is adjustment price level, and the second is adjustment with appreciation. In adjustment price level, we can see the point A to point B. The aggregate supply curve will move up to aggregate supply 1 curve. So what's different between A and B? The output will be decreased and the price level will be increased. The process ends when output has returned to the natural level of output. In fixed exchange rate, appreciation will lead to a real appreciation. So the real appreciation, if moved to the right side, it can return the economic back to the natural level of output. So long as output is high the natural level of output, the price level increase and leading a real appreciation. In the short run, a fixed nominal exchange rate implies affects a real exchange rate. In the medium run, a fixed nominal exchange rate is consistent with an adjustment of the real exchange rate through the movement in the price level. The second way of economic return to natural level output is adjustment with appreciation. In this graph, we can see point A and point C. The point A is in aggregate demand curve, and the point C is in aggregate demand curve 1. The aggregate demand curve move left until get the aggregate demand curve 1. So what's different between A and C? We can see the output will be decreased and the price level will be decreased too. So at the point C, the output is back to the natural level of output. At the end of this presentation, the two ways of the economic return to natural level of output. The first is adjustment to the price level. The aggregate supply curve will move to left, and the price will be increased. The output will be decreased. The second is adjustment with appreciation. Agreement demand curve will move to left, and the price will be decreased. Output will be decreased too. This is all for my presentation, and Happy New Year, Professor. Bye. Bye.